Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 4 of the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. Today's episode is going to talk about money. What does the future of money look like from someone who may not exactly respect it as much as they should? I mean, I'm no expert. I have no idea whether or not the American dollar is going to crash in our lifetime or not. If I was a betting person, I'd say yes. But I'm not. In what ways does money appear in your life as a resource that is valuable? Where do you find that it brings you happiness over misery? It's one of the age-old questions, is it not? Does money truly buy happiness? Or is that just something people say? Though I do believe that one's more of a matter of personal opinion. And personal opinion is quite like organ tissue. Most organisms have it. Some form of tissue. In the event that money becomes worthless, when money matters not, it will matter in an entirely new way. The value that we place on it will change. Do you think we'll go back to trading? Yes, because that's a word, Mars. Trade and bartering? If you were to run your own economy, you had your own homestead, maybe had a couple of other homesteaders on your land, what would your economy look like? I don't really think the American dollar crashing is a matter of if. I'm betting all of my chips on that it's a matter of when. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 50, tomorrow. Money is a terrible master, but an excellent servant. When it's utilized, it can do great good. It can feed the starving, house the shelterless, clothe the bare. The more you learn about money, the more you learn about life, the more you learn about people, the more you earn. It's good to have money and the things that can buy money, but if you're not checking on the knowledge that you've learned or the people that you've gained along the way, then money might be the only thing you care about. It's a conscious agreement on measuring value. If money was my only motivation, the podcast that we have here and all of the other work I've done throughout my years as a creative, as a person, as a supervisor, a lead, a manager, a grunt, even as a student, all of my intentions would look incredibly different if money was my only motivation. So no, I do not care about money. I care about the goods and services behind it. But more importantly, I care about the opinions of people who use it daily, who think about it at night. What would it look like if I had more money tomorrow? If I woke up and there was $1 million in my checking account, what kind of debt could I pay off? How would I be able to afford my kids' clothes? Help my neighbors out that were struggling last week? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to people who see money as a tool. Not as a means to an end, but a tool. If money is indeed a conscious agreement on measuring value, then there will be events in which it becomes valueless. Because when you can measure value in terms of just getting the job done and creating the product, then money becomes worthless. Because if you have the means and the skills and the ability and the mobility to do what needs to be done to complete the job, let's say, for example, in a less necessity route, a creative endeavor, especially since AI is a very big conversation lately when it comes to money. And I mean that in a completely offshore kind of way. Stay with me. There have been plenty of examples throughout time and history where this isn't new. Different story, different time, different place, same moving pieces, same result. There are a lot of creators who are barely making ends meet. That is a common symptom across the board for everybody between a certain age. There are some people that saw opportunities and took them. There are others who saw those same opportunities and decided to go against the grain, knowing that things would be difficult. When you have a goal in mind on a creative level, say building a business, an entertainment business, what are your options when people will not work with you? When you are not able to fund the people's resources that they would need in order to work with you? There are many layers to this onion that we could peel back and look at, perceive differently, to maybe garner some understanding as to why someone would use the tools at their disposal, even with the consequences attached to those tools. Because a job still needs to be done. And the money, the value that they need to assign to that job being done cannot be assigned. People say they will work with any budget. Good. What if that budget is dirt broke? What if that budget is in the red, but they're still trying to make something? so they can get out of the red one day. I know this story is familiar. I know there are a few of you listening to this right now who know what I'm talking about. So here's one of my favorite games. Word association. I'm going to say a series of words and phrases. These are concepts I have thought on and considered at least 1 million or so times, at great length. I invite you to comment below. Weigh in with your voice. Use it. Community network. Community net worth. Community fund. Assets. Resources. Financial prosperity. Financial freedom. Pools. Nonprofit organization. Financial aid. Capitalism. Corporatism. Individual assets. Personal income. Taxation. Long-term investment. Return of investment. What do you think? What do you know? What have you learned? What have you seen? We do not gatekeep here. This is your chance. You're not wrong. You have information. You know things. Share them. Share the things you know. I firmly believe, and I have many other people I know that firmly believe, that anyone who wants to be can be a millionaire if we do things just a bit differently than we have. Okay, a lot differently than we have. I know not everybody wants to be. I know some people have different motivations for wanting to be. Well off, that is. Some people want to live in the lap of luxury all the time. Good for them. Some people want access to the lap of luxury when they want to have it. Good for them. Some people want to be able to take care of other people. Save for a rainy day. Not have to worry about sending their kids off to college, if that's what their kids want to do, or a trade school. Some people want to make sure that they can retire at a certain age so they can explore the world at their leisure. Some people want to be able to take off from work without having to worry about where their bills are going to be paid, because maybe they need an extended vacation. You don't know. Your job is to figure out what it means for you. Your job is to live your life powerfully, live the life that you love, not someone else. You don't need to worry about that. You do need to worry about if other people are hurting other people. That's when we step in. But this episode's not about that. There are others for that. This one's not about that. This one's about money. That resource there, that resource that I don't care about. I keep trying to, I really do. Because you'd think by now I'd want to care about it more, since I want to do so many things with my life, but no. It'll happen. When it needs to, as it always has. Also, the internet doesn't need to know how. Some things are a matter of privacy, yeah? With that being said, don't share private details in the comment section. Just knowledge. That's fine. If you want to share private details, that's on you. I didn't ask. I would love to continue this episode. Really. 15 minutes feels a bit short. However, my brain really hurts. I didn't really want to hit record. I've been fighting a headache all freaking day. But I'm here. I hit record. I showed up. I did the damn thing. That's my time. Feel free to watch the other episodes from season 1 and season 2. I had a lot of great guests in season 1. And, yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your knowledge in the comments on the platform that you're listening to this below. Be that any of the aboves. So above, so below. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I'm tired. But anyway, on that note, keep going, humans of Earth. Don't stop. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.